So this is the first of hopefully a series of videos that I'm hoping to shoot while I am we have a stay-at-home order here in Raleigh. So yeah, the Post-it note may not be completely in focus, but we're gonna hope for the best. Part of that is going to be a little bit due to lag on the systems, because we're going to have an issue with internet speed right now, right? So we're going to do the best we can and see what happens. But I thought I would start out with showing you a little bit about your motor, because my motor is obviously not attached to my frame right now. And I want to show you how to look for thread on your motor. So when we're asking you on the phone, do you see any thread in your motor? We are asking you to look right here, way down inside. I'm going to move this up a little bit because I have so we're asking you to look right here, right? So your rail would be right where my hand is. There's not a whole lot of space. It actually covers the top of it like that. And we're asking you to try to look down inside of here. So things that can help you do that, a straw brush like you would use inside of a drinking straw can help you get down inside of there. Sometimes you can get paper inside, a piece of paper down in there to see if you can scoop it out. And sometimes you just can't get anything down inside of there. So I want to show you how to take this wheel off so that you can do that. Most of the time it's easier to do if you take the entire motor off the frame. But you can do it with the motor still on the frame. Some things that I want you to notice when I do that, I'm going to turn this so you can see it a little bit better. The shaft inside of your motor is flat on two sides. And you can actually see down inside of here, there's a little screw. So one of the set screws is driven right into the side of that shaft. The other set screw, which is, I've got to find it right there, is not. Only one of them will fit onto the flat side, but one of them needs to be on the flat side. Okay, so when we start putting this back together, you need to make sure that you have one of the screws aligned with the flat side. It doesn't matter which flat side, just one of the flat sides of the motor. Okay. The other thing I want you to notice is that it's not completely flush on the end. There's kind of a bevel to this right here, okay? And it's at the bottom of the bevel. So it does stick out just a little bit, okay? So you want to be careful of that too when you're putting it back on, okay? And I say okay a lot, and I'm sorry about that, but that's how it is. You are going to need, and I have the sticker up here, a 5/64" Allen wrench. So a really, really small one, okay? And all you're going to do is loosen these screws. And I can't get it in that way today, so we're going to try that. Nope. It usually can get a little more leverage if you can get the short end in there. There we go. You can get more leverage. It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. So I try to start it with the short end, and then I can use this end and just turn it right off. Don't lose these little set screws. These are like gold, okay? They are matched with that wheel, and it's hard for APQS to get you a replacement, so you don't want to lose them. So another thing to look at is you want to make sure your set screws are tight every once in a while. If you look in and you don't see black in that hole, you can see the silver of my post. That means you may not have a set screw. You need two of them, okay, on 3 of the 4 wheels, okay? One of the wheels is set on with the bushing. So, and that's the one on the idler, on the white belt rail, on the X rail. That one is set on with a bushing, so there's no set screw in that one. The rest of the wheel should all have 2 of these little teeny weeny screws. Okay, now that I have the screw off, I'm going to work this off. Okay, and surprisingly, this is off of my working system, off of my Millie 30, and there's actually no thread down in there, which completely surprises me. I did expect to find some. And this wheel is flat. Some of the wheels are actually concave, so they go in there and it's a perfect place for thread to nest. But that's what a stepper motor looks like without a wheel on it. Okay, so if there was thread, you would just clean it completely off and then put your wheel right back on. Okay, so I'm gonna put it down so I can get some leverage on it, because you know I'm also standing weird over the top of this. And I try to get it just a little bit off the edge like it was to start out with. And put the right end of the screw down inside that hole. You know what? I'm gonna put it on and then slide it on. You can get the first one started and then do it, maybe. And this is the fun with Facebook Live, right? Because nothing goes the way you expect it to the first time you do it. Okay, so I'm going to start both of these just slightly so that I'm not fighting with it over the camera. Okay, slide them back on. Get it adjusted so that it's in the right spot. I'm going to take it off, slide it on the right way. The wheel goes towards the motor, right? And then bring it down so it's tight. And then I'm just going to start twisting this way. This is the one that's going on the flat side. So when I get it down to where it's giving me resistance, where I'm just spinning it, right? I'm then going to take this and I'm going to really crank it. This needs to be boy tight, like seriously tight. Okay, then I would turn it and do the other one as well. So not hard, right? It's just a lot easier to do if the motor is not on the table. Okay, so tomorrow, hopefully I'm going to be setting up my machine. That really is all there is to doing this part of it. Tomorrow I'm going to be setting my machine up. So what I was planning on showing you tomorrow is how to tension your belts. Okay? And that's all of this video. I'm going to go ahead and hit finished and then post it.